Welcome back, VC. Ow! Damn, see that? Just did that. Welcome back, VC, to this episode of Notes from the Dead Wax. If I knew what the hell I was doing, there'd be some sort of like not, I don't know, there wouldn't be laser noises, but there would be some kind of fancy schmancy graphic thing. Maybe I'll work on that, maybe not. Anyways, Notes of the Dead Wax, Notes from the Dead Wax. Dean here, saying what's up to all you out in the VC. This episode is going to be going over D in my collection, which I'm quite excited about because it has my favorite band. Let me rephrase that. One of my favorite bands in it. Guess before I get there. We are listening to Juan Serrano, the flashing, glittering world of flamenco guitar. The reason why we are listening to that is because Robbie Krieger, he's this beautiful man right here. This is his self-titled release, Robbie Krieger and Friends. Or not self-titled, but solo venture. I'm talking about Robbie Krieger and Juan Serrano because we're talking about D, which includes, ladies and gentlemen, The Doors! Love The Doors. I was so inspired in mainly high school by The Doors. Not only Jim Morrison, but Robbie Krieger as well. He's an amazing guitar player. He deserves much more credit than I think he ever was given. Not a huge fan of Ray Manzarek because of a number of things. One of them being the fact that my wife met him backstage. We went to a Riders on the Storm concert, which was Ray Manzarek and Robbie Krieger and some jackhole for the drummer. My wife and her cousin got backstage. I was just mesmerized by what was going on stage. I had no idea that she even left my side. But it was the lead singer from Fuel as well. Anyways, it was intermission or something, and Ray Manzarek went back to talk to his wife because his wife was there. My wife was next to his wife, and Ray came strolling up, and my wife asked for a handshake. Just wanted to shake his hand, you know. Probably the same thing that I would have asked for, just to say that you appreciated what he did for the music world, and he totally just denied her, blew her off. Like, you know, looked the other way, pretended that she wasn't there, did not shake her hand, and yeah, Ray's kind of a dick. Rest in peace, man. I kind of dig your... Well, not really. I can't... I'm just shooting it like it is. I don't like the guy. I think that he rode Jim's coattails. Any interview you see with him, he just seemed pretentious or something. Like, he knew every single thing about why Jim did what he did, and totally understood Jim on another level than anyone else ever did and stuff. I don't know. He rubbed me the wrong way. But anyways... Robbie, amazing guitarist. Juan Serrano, in this book here, this book by Jack Holtzman, I'm sorry, Danny Sugarman and Jerry Hopkins wrote this book. In high school, I've read this book probably a dozen times. It's my favorite Doors book. I have a bunch of their books and stuff about them. And to get back to what the hell I was talking about, Robbie Krieger mentioned this exact album, Flashing Glittering World of Flamenco Guitar by Juan Serrano, in this book. You know, just accredited this book to sort of some of his style of flair, flamenco playing. And there's actually, what Robbie took from this album is well known on the song Spanish Caravan. I don't know what it's called on this album. I'm sure it'll come up when we get into the D, what we're talking about here. Yeah, you can totally hear the Spanish Caravan intro on this LP. So that's why we're playing that. Sorry I took so long to explain that whole story. Let's get into D. First up, 20 original hits of The Doors. Got this at Jerry's in Pittsburgh. It is a gatefold. First release, Strange Days is in there. It's kind of cool. You can... no. Don't do it. It looks like somebody tried to and blew out the seam, but it's got all their popular hits. This one seems hard to come by. I've only ever seen it once in person, and that was when I bought it. Up next we got Star Collection. Well, let's do this. The Doors on Star Collection and Volume 2. Man, he's Jim is missed. The Best of The Doors. The Doors' Greatest Hits. We got 13. This is not an import. Just that was a slip I had. Put it in there. Live She Cried. That was a Jerry's find. Other Voices. This is the release after Jim croaked. American Prayer. It's pretty clean. Here's Jim with the dog. And you can see here some of his drawings. Picasso-esque, I guess you would say. This here is my listening partner. Her name is Millie. She is a Mastodane. She enjoys vinyl. Sometimes she'll help me pick out what to listen to, and I think, I honestly do think that she enjoys vinyl. She's usually not in here if I'm listening to the computer or like a CD or something, but when I put vinyl on, she'll come in here and lay down. Anyways, Absolutely Live. This is a Beat cover. This is a better cover. Better vinyls than that too. We got LA Woman. I want to get the one that has the yellow, cellophane. Do not have that. Here's Weird Scenes Inside the Gold Mine. Kind of a beat version. Another one. Weird Scenes. Nicer. Once again with Strange Days. Have it kind of split. Not doing too hot, but I have a better version of it here. Same with Morrison Hotel. This one's kind of rough. And the Hard Rock. Here's another nicer version of it. My favorite Doors release, strangely enough. I love the song "A Soft Parade." I think it's a journey, an auditory journey. There you go. Waiting for the Sun. Gatefold as well. This was 2014 Record Store Day release. Let me just preface this by saying I do not participate in Record Store Day. I went to the very first record store day. Well, no, I didn't. I'm sorry, not the very first one, but one of the very first ones. And the guys behind me just totally ruined the experience for me. They were on their phone, on their smartphones, looking to see how much they could make off of selling what they were going to buy. That just really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't participate in record store day. I'll buy the day after record store day, and I'll sell some of my overflow on record store day. But I do not purchase. But anyways, got this after last year's record store day. It's Ghost Song. I don't know. It's stupid. Shepard Fairey did the cover art, and I don't know. It's 2 tracks. I forget what number I got. What do I have here? Number 2050 out of 8,000. It was there. I had some money, so I bought it. Anyways, back to it. Here it is. The Doors. And I showed you this. Robbie Krieger and Friends. I also have, now I like to categorize my stuff weird. I've already had a comment about that. Like Al Hurt being in the A when most people put him in H, but to me, I would put him in A because I always call him Al Hurt. I don't just say Hurt. You know, well, you can listen to some Hurt. What is that, a band called Hurt? Like, are you hurt? No. Would you like to listen to some Al Hurt? So it'd be in the A. I don't know. It makes sense to me. I guess that's all that matters. But this is kind of out of the norm. It's the Bus Band, which is John Densmore and Robbie Krieger, and then some other people. This is a great album. If you can find it, pick it up. Really good. Highly pleased with it. Just got that one not too long ago. And I also have Ray Manzarek's release in the D's with Doors. All know where it's at. This is all what I consider my Doors. Let me switch these around here. There you go. Doubles in there that you saw, and there's obviously a whole slew of other Doors stuff that I want. Bootlegs, just any type of thing that is the Doors pressed on vinyl. Let me flip over Juan. Maybe we'll hear the Spanish Caravan stuff on side B. Rolling on with D. We got Def Leppard, Progomania. So, David Murray, Ming's Samba. Dio. It's kind of cool. Danger Doom. MF Doom with Danger Mouse. And they did a bunch of tracks from Adult Swim shows. Sax and Satin by Bobby Durkoff. And I know I just got done saying, but you don't just say Durkoff, you say Bobby Durkoff, right, Dean? Yeah, that's what I would say. Once again, it makes sense to me how I categorize stuff. So I have this one in the D's because when I think of Sax and Satin, I just think of D, Bobby Durkoff. I don't know. Durkoff, that jerk-off? Anyway. Deep Purple, made in Japan. Deep Purple Burn. Got this one not too long ago up in Cleveland at Blue Arrow Records, which is a great store. If you're ever in Cleveland, I would suggest you going there. Very cool people. Great selection, good pricing. Deep Purple Machine Head. Side 2. Smoke on the Agua. Don McLean, American Pie. Best of the Doobies, Doobie Brothers. This is Drop Acid, Making God Smile. I'd venture to say this is probably pretty rare. It's on... I don't know what it's on. What's it on? Restless. I haven't listened to it in a while. I should, because I remember the last time I listened to it, I highly enjoyed it. It's kind of stoner, grunge, noise rock from the 90s. Yeah, this was manufactured in the Netherlands. I love on the back here. It says, "Drugs are no fun. Drugs endanger the life and happiness of millions. It must stop. We appeal in particular to the youth of today. Stop the madness. There are better things in life. Roadrunner Records support the Stop the Madness campaign against the use of hard drugs. Join us." How do they say hard drugs? This is the album I was looking for when I was talking about the Booty Dance Mix or whatever, the Luke's album. This is called Dance and Soul Mix 2000. Once again, it's a Little Joe hip-hop album. But this has The Party's Just Begun by Freestyle and It's Automatic by Freestyle. Debbie Deb, it's got some Two Live Crew on there. This album we would play in college, house parties pretty often. We had, well, he actually still is a DJ. Well, not even a DJ, he scratches in a band. A collab. Shout out to Traxploitation from Pittsburgh, PA. One part of the duo lived with me, he was a roommate, and the other part of the duo was good on the Wheels of Steel, the 1s and 2s, and he would spin that record. It's pretty good for that. Next we got the Dave Brubeck Quartet. Time Out in stereo. This is a staple to any collection, or so I say. This is Duke Ellington and his orchestra, Newport, 1958. Once again, one of those, you can probably see with the light, it's got that varnish on there, just holds up. I mean, that looks like a new release, you know? Don Rickles speaks. Oh! I don't know if Don Rickles says, oh, that's more of a Andrew Dice Clay. One of the few comedy LPs I have. Dr. Hook, a little bit more. Yeah, nothing's jumping out on that one. Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute. Donovan's Greatest Hits. Oh, little wee wee! I don't know if you can show that on YouTube. What we got here? Nerd. The Doobie Brothers. Doobie Brothers, man. One Step Closer. Dan Fogelberg, Phoenix. This is Diana Ross, The Anthology. Diana Ross and the Supremes. So this is a trifold. Oh, when I'm sitting like that, you really see my sweet double chin. This is Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations. It's a die cut here. So you actually open it like so. I think you would actually kind of hang this up because this is perforation. It says To remove this unique poster, simply tear along a perforated line. So yeah, still got the poster with it. Kind of cool. Then you would just have, that would be your cover, I guess. I'm glad whoever owned that, or whoever bought that, did not take the poster off. Dwayne Eddy, twangy guitar, silky strings. Best One Guitars, Dwayne Eddy. Rose. Pretty sure she wrote that on there. Thanks, Rose. Don't write on your albums. I know, like, when they came out, they were just the only way to get music, you know, so to speak. So, you know, why would you, like, feel the need to write or put a sticker on them or just fuck them up? I mean, did you do that when you bought CDs? I'm of the CD generation. I'll be 30 years old, and I have never put a sticker or written or, yeah, defaced any one of the CDs I ever bought. I don't have any CDs anymore, since gotten rid of them, ripped them all on the computer. Well, I have a select few. Anyways, as I said, I tend to babble. Sorry. Up next, whoa, Dueling Banjos from Deliverance. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. 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 Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding. Squeal like a pig, boy. Squeal. Too much. That was way too much. I'm sorry. The Dregs. Industry standard. I have listened to this in quite a bit. Kind of forget what it sounds like or what it's all about. I did find this, strangely enough, the other day when I was digging. Somebody had $5 on it. I don't know what it's worth. I suppose I should get out the Goldman and look at it. David Bowie. Ziggy played guitar. Duke Ellington, this is Indigo's, digitally remastered from the original analog tapes. So it is a digital remaster and promo only. Ownership reserved by CBS. Sale is unlawful. I do have quite a bit. I talked about that in episode B or something. I do have quite a bit of these that are promo, I guess we should say, promo stamped. That's a story in and of itself. Maybe I'll talk about that next episode when we get to E. Grandfather worked in a radio station for 25 years. Nothing major. It was sort of a Saturday morning type of deal. But I was digging through a lot of his collection, which is polka oriented, but he had quite a bit in there, like promo and stuff, I'm sure, that companies just sent the radio station that somehow he ended up taking home that were not polka related. So I do have quite a bit of those stamped on there, and that's where I got most of them from. Two left, both Def Leppard. We got Hysteria and High and Dry. I think when you see either of these, or maybe it's Pyromania, which was Out of Place, seem to be like album covers that people want to collect, or I don't know, there's just some sort of drive to have those albums. I'm not really a big hair metal fan. I do enjoy some Steel Panther for what they're worth. You see, I guess, like that cover. Oh, I'm going to this side now. I'm usually over here. Let's go over here. This cover is just something that I think is embedded into your psyche somehow. If you're in the VC or in the vinyl scene. And honestly, I don't think I've ever dropped my a needle on it, which is weird. Anyways, that's all of D. Thanks for watching and listen to me, spat nonsense. I apologize. Next episode will be E. E's pretty okay. I can fill an episode up. It'll be short. You'll appreciate that. So, as I always say, keep spinning, and thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you on the next show. Take it easy.